Is this on? Welcome you into the moral story, what video games can teach us. Disclaimer 2. I notice what you know already, that means my voice sucks. That's why I will try to record all my talking with plus 25% speed.
Half-Life. Half-Life. It's a late 90s shooter which is considered one of the greatest video games all the time. What is kind of the fact that Half-Life is one of the most overrated video games all the time. Well, this is not a review of Half-Life, not a retrospective on this game. Of course, I could insert here that Half-Life is responsible for the decline of the first-person shooter and being a spiritual father of modern warfare and all this crap. I mean, very linear, very story-driven, and kind of do what you are told type of games. But this is not the point. Half-Life. Try to recall what is Half-Life about. It's a very touching story of an engineer or physicist, whatever, working in the secret lab, which explodes. I mean the lab, not the physicist, and all the hell breaks loose. I mean, monsters from the different dimensions assault our reality, and Gordon Freeman, because this is our silent protagonist, well, he tries to, well, not fight off the outer dimensional menace, but to survive. I mean, his actions are extremely selfish. He's just plowing through the monsters to the surface, then he's trying to avoid the soldiers, and he's doing all he can to stay alive. I mean, in theory, he's saving the world, but this is not obvious. At least it's not obvious from the very start. I mean, he's fighting with the monsters, with government, with all the scraps, just to, not to be eaten, not to be shot. And his extreme passivity towards the other human beings, other colleagues from the laboratory that's fall down, being eaten, being burned alive, is kind of astonishing. I mean, he's so cool, so silent, and so untouched by misery of others that this is great anti-character. I mean, some anti-hero. And perhaps that's why he became idol of my generation. Just try to recall his actions. I mean, from the very start, Gordon is confronted with all his colleagues, other scientists dying in very gruesome ways. I mean, he's very passive. He can't do a squat. I mean, of course, you as a player cannot save them all, but, well, you should at least try. You should be at least somehow rewarded for trying to behave like a human being. Well, not here. It's totally out of the place, and it's funny because in the first part of the game, all Black Mesa personnel actively tried to help Gordon Freeman in his quest for life. But later, I assume when they notice that Gordon Freeman is a douchebag, they simply zone off. I mean, they don't care. It's quite funny. In few places, they simply shut the door in front of Freeman's face as he's fighting for his life with, the waves of enemies, because they know that that's what Gordon Freeman would do on their place. I mean, Gordon Freeman is confronted with selfishness, with egocentrism, because he gives this example to others. Well, he deserves what he gets. In the end, he is going to that outer space, this Xen world, to stop the infestation, the assault. But actually, he's not doing it for the world, for humanity. As one of the guards specified in the talk just before teleporting, he's doing that because his world is attacked. And if he fails, he won't have any place to go back, or something like that. And I think that is the moral story. Moral story, I mean, it showed quite realistic way that you should don't care. You should be douchebag because the good and all the noble feelings toward the world won't be rewarded. And this is the main moral story of the Half-Life. I hope that is why I don't like this game, because I truly do not agree with this moral story. There's another possibility. I don't like this game because it's crap. Even in 1998, it had kind of dodgy graphics compared to Unreal. and quite, well, very awkward gunplay, no base damage, very limited arsenal. But I think I could live with that. But this moral, this repulsive character of Gordon Freeman just set me off from this game. And I know that Half-Life is very important video game, important title, because it's a godfather of this goddamn genre of modern military shooters. But Gordon is a douchebag, and that's kind of the moral of the story.